KCC. Wow. Sawa. Leto, hiyo mic hapo chini. Hiyo hapo chini. Ni yangu. Tupia leto. Wazi. Kutokea.
Haya, mtu aniambie tu. Sasa wewe ndio utoe mwezi. Watafanya hapa. Kipea mic. Sasa kidogo minority leader kidogo hii hapo iko sawa. Kwani umemsongesha tena? Unajua huyo ni nani? Set? Umemzoea.
Okay, maybe you're late, but of course you've got when the matter is getting hot with regard to the division of revenue bill and the government's working to the Supreme Court to advise you.
Yes, we are fully in support of what the governors have done today. In fact, we had met them before, and I can say my colleagues in the Senate should have been here. I have seen Senator Malala just walking out, but we should have been here. There was some information which we did not coordinate properly. But we are fully behind the action taken by the governors because this is coming into a constitutional crisis. The budget-making process is very clear under the Constitution. You cannot have an Appropriations Act or the process of an before the National Assembly cannot take place before the Division of Revenue Act is in place. And secondly, the Appropriations Act, from the point of view of the Senate, was assented to without compliance with Article 110. I had taken a similar matter to the Supreme Court for an advisory opinion. We thought that those concerned would comply with that advisory opinion, but there's been a bit of mischief because instead of complying with Section 110, the National Assembly elected to make standing orders which went against the grain insofar as Section 110 of the Constitution is concerned. Devolution is a pillar. Reading the Constitution, the structure of governance in Kenya today puts devolution at the very center of our constitutional architecture. And the two levels of government are enjoined under the Constitution to entrench devolution, and there's nothing as important as the Division of Revenue bill, which essentially becomes an act before the budget process matures into an Appropriations Act. I want to say that this is not right. And going back to history, the decentralized system of government right after independence was frustrated because of starving counties or regions at that time of resources. And now we can see that not only is this being used as a basis for starving regions or counties of resources, but also trying to find a mechanism where the Treasury becomes an imperial institution over the affairs of counties. And therefore, I hope that Kenyans take this matter seriously, because, like a great American legal scholar said, infractions of the Constitution don't start with big things. They start incrementally. And obviously, after the advisory opinion that came before the Supreme Court some years ago, seeing something like this happen shows quite clearly that there's a level of impunity. And I think this should not be seen as a sibling rivalry between the Senate and the National Assembly, or be seen as a struggle between the national executive and the counties. It should be seen as a fundamental constitutional question that needs to be addressed. And therefore, we are with the governors, and I know the governors are also with us with proceedings which are being compiled by the Senate and which may be filed towards the end of this week or next week. Sasa, asante sana.
Has today resorted to seek intervention of the Supreme Court in the various items, among others, the consequence of failure by the National Assembly and the Senate to agree on a version of the Division of Revenue Bill within the context of Article 113 of the Constitution. Number two, whether such a failure triggers a vote on account within the meaning of Article 222 of the Constitution, and whether the National Assembly can lawfully consider and pass the Appropriation Act without finalizing the Division of Revenue. As I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, the Council of Governors implores upon all citizens to rally around this call to save devolution. Kenyans voted for a new constitution so that resources could find their way to the lowest level, and so that livelihoods could be transformed through better services. This promise is under threat. We must rise up to protect the ideals enshrined in our Constitution. Devolution is working for those of you who have walked around, and no effort should derail its existence. That is what we had today. So if we want further clarification, we are going to KICC. Maswali iko.
And how are counties operating at the moment?
The counties are shut. That's why we are here. Their counties are not operating. How can the counties be operating when some counties have not passed their budgets? How will they access money? They have not passed the budgets. No, we are not dealing with pending bills here. We are dealing with the division of revenue. This is a more important issue. If we want pending bills, we can talk that in the afternoon at 4.
And so how long are counties ready to withstand these chaos at the county level?
You see, at the moment, there is no withstanding. Money is supposed to be flowing now to the counties because services are done on daily basis. Service is there on daily basis. So what we are saying, that what Kenyans voted for is not happening. So someone somewhere is sleeping on his job or her job.
I think what the chairman is saying is, if the law which gives the counties money, the DORA law, if it is not passed, then there is no money allocated to the counties so that they can do budgets. And even if they purport to pass any budgets, those are not legal budgets. And after DORA, there is also the other law which now says how much money each county should get, so that now we can actually do the proper budget. And those are supposed to be done before end of June, so that by 30th of June, counties pass legal budgets. So what that component of the Parliamentary Committee on Mediation is doing is actually to stall that process, deny counties money, and confuse devolution. And this is indeed a very serious matter, and that is why we have talked to all concerned authorities, Parliament, and so on, and we have come here as a matter of last resort.
Good.
Okay.
Good. Asante. Tuonane huku.
We have collapsed.
Long time ago.
So, tuonane huko.
Shukran sana. Kwani mtu ananipatia microphone hii nataka.